The Shark Deck.
I'm Johnny Mac with 5 good news stories. Hey, good news if you hate those jerks who don't park properly and hog multiple spots. So annoying. An unnamed man recently went viral after getting petty revenge on a driver who had parked over the lines of a space, hogging 2 spots. The unnamed man went back to their own vehicle and grabbed something to leave on the other driver's windshield. Uh-oh. What did he leave? A coloring book to help him stay inside the lines. This got posted on social media along with 2 pictures, one of the bad parking from the guy with the large blue Volvo, yeah, you dude, and another of the coloring book and a note on the windscreen. This is amazing. Good news if you like disco kiosks. Moved by a desire to help people deal with grief and angst caused by COVID, Brexit, and the climate crisis, artist Annie Nicholson wanted to create a space where the public can shake out grief and unravel their climate angst. She's working with the Lost Project, K67 Berlin, and Street Sound System for the Disco Kiosk. It's a refurbished K67 kiosk, which is a modernist design associated with ad hoc post-Soviet spaces, chip stalls, newspaper stands, student cafes, and shelters. It evokes a legacy of European unity and collaboration. As well as DJ sets, there'll be meditation and yoga workshops at the Disco Kiosk, dance classes, and grief raves, where clubbers can request tracks that remind them of absent or lost loved ones. You'll find this thing in London's Canary Wharf. It'll eventually tour Europe. Nicholson said, "The dance floor has been a space of silence and safety as I've navigated the many great losses and painful grief in my life throughout the past decade. And having successfully installed public realm projects around grief and mental health over the past 2 years, we've noticed a distinct change in how people wish to connect and come together." Speaking of music, a new study explored the casual role that music has on student achievements in math. Researchers believe that music can make math more enjoyable, keep students engaged, and help ease their fear or anxiety about topics like fractions. Didn't Schoolhouse Rock figure this out 40-something years ago? Maybe, yes. A typical technique for integrating music into math lessons for young children involves clapping the songs with different rhythms, learning numbers, and equating fractions to musical notes. About 73% of the students who had integrated music in math lessons did significantly better than children who didn't have any kind of musical intervention. A new excavation site at the Roman city of Pompeii may have uncovered pizza. They found a beautifully preserved fresco, and there's an item sitting on a silver platter in the depiction that looks an awful lot like pizza. Gennaro Iovino, great name, is the co-lead excavator, and Gennaro told the BBC, "Every room and every house has its own microstory in the grander story of Pompeii. I want to uncover those microstories." The building where they found all this is suspected to be a wholesaler, but the wealth of the merchant that ran it is conspicuous. The atrium of the building featured a skylight where lion-headed statues poured rainwater down into a basin, probably surrounded by plants. That sounds pretty nice. The right-hand side of the house has a massive oven that could have baked 100 loaves of bread per day. This place sounds awesome, especially 2,000 years ago. Yeah, well, except for the whole volcano thing. That was kind of crappy. Without a shop window, Iovine and his team believed the oven was to make bread for wholesale. Unfortunately, buzzkill, there's almost no chance that it's actually pizza because tomatoes are native to South America and mozzarella hadn't been invented yet. I think it's probably a focaccia bread with toppings.
I am Patty Callahan Henry.
I am Mary Kay Andrews.
I'm Kristen Harbell.
And I'm Christy Whitson Harvey.
Friends in Fiction is led by 4 longtime friends, the 4 of us, with more than 75 published books between us.
Through in-depth conversations and interviews, we discuss the books we've written, the books we're reading, and the art of storytelling.
We are here with endless stories to support indie bookstores, authors, librarians, and readers just like you.
We are always seeking innovative ways to introduce dynamic voices and trends in publishing.
On this channel, you will find hundreds of episodes with some of your favorite authors, including the 4 of us with our new releases, as we reveal the stories behind the stories, offer writing tips, and talk about the creation of novels, memoirs, and nonfiction titles.
So, if you love books and you're curious about the writing world, you are in the right place.
You can listen to Friends and Fiction on any major streaming platform.
And our final story today is a little bit naughty, not too naughty, but, if you got the little ones there, hit pause. You're going to get a laugh here, but hit pause if there's a kid with you. Florida police, are the kids gone? Florida police asked public to stop reporting manatees having group sex. The Pinellas County Sheriff's Office assures us they are more than fine. We get calls all the time from citizens when they see this, believing the manatees are in distress. Manatees actually mate in herds, and they're often near the shore. Save the Manatees said the activity can attract onlookers who are either curious about the commotion or concerned that the manatees are injured or stranded or in distress. And they warn you, adult manatees are large, powerful creatures, and interfering with a mating herd is inherently dangerous. If you see a manatee mating herd, observe respectfully from a distance. Do not touch. That's your 5 good news stories for today. Follow the show for free on Apple Podcasts or Spotify or YouTube or wherever you get your shows. You have a great day.
Hi, I'm Mark Francis and host of a new podcast, The Messi Effect. Join us as we take you into the exciting new world of Argentine soccer phenomenon, Lionel Messi. And his new life at Inter Miami will bring you into the glitz, the glamour, the star-studded events, along with the exciting journey to a new world of U.S. soccer and international football with news and stories 3 times a week. Come along for the ride as Messi, Miami, and Major League Soccer experience the journey of a lifetime. Get the Messi Effect wherever you get your podcasts.